Early evening, everybody. It is Monday Motivation. I'm Lady in the Reverend Akita Bethel-Smith. As always promised, for no further ado, I think this is like the best time for me, in the time of day for me to do these. But what came to my spirit on today and what I wanted to share with everybody is, our mind, our MIND, can be the most dangerous weapon within inside of us. It can be our greatest cheerleader, it could be our greatest inspiration, but it can also be our greatest defeat, and at times our greatest enemy, by what we are allowing to filter into our mind. And sometimes we're thinking that we're fighting everybody else, and we have that let's get ready to rumble attitude, and we're ready to square up with other people and situations. But sometimes the biggest demon and the biggest person that we're fighting is ourselves. And, getting away from that old person, when we become transformed and when we become, there's a renewing and a transformation that happens within our mind. But we have to be a willing participant within that renewal process. A lot of us want to be automatically renewed and automatically transformed, but we don't want to do the work that it takes to be able to dissect through those layers. So I need everybody to receive that. We have to be willing to do the work that it's going to take to dissect through those layers. And what I mean by that is when you begin to dissect yourself, and when you think about an onion, and this is an old school metaphor, there are so many layers and dimensions to that. And that's we're not exempt from that. Some of us have old hurt, pain, and remnants, things that, we need to be able to filter out if we want to really gravitate to what belongs to us, what is mine, MINE. So if I'm fighting the old mind, MIND, in order to get what's mine, MINE. So I need to be able to fight these old things so then I can collect what belongs to me, MINE. So when I'm fighting these old things, I have to be a willing participant, a willing vessel. I have to be willing to be poured into. I have to be willing to do self-reflection on the journey. I have to take self-inventory of what's happening around me. What am I allowing to come inside of me? What messages am I allowing to play around me? What messages am I telling myself? What words and energy am I bringing my way? We have to be accountable and responsible for the things that we're allowing to filter into our lives. We can no longer just look at everybody else and begin to blame everybody else when we're allowing certain things to filter into our own mind. See, what happens is when the seed of negativity gets planted, it only takes one wrong word to tell yourself, one wrong negative thought to tell yourself, and then that thing begins to grow. So that small little seed that was just small begins to just expand and expand and expand and expand. And once you begin to think a certain way about yourself, or if you're always thinking old and you're not receiving what belongs to you, what's mine, MINE, and you're putting in your mind, MIND, the old things, how are we going to be able to be ready and available for the new things that are growing up and manifesting in our lives? See, sometimes we have to realize that I can no longer stay in the old part of the dimensions of who I once was. I know that old at times for some of us feels comforting. It's familiar. It's what we know. It's what we're used to. I know how to do the old thing. But if I want to be ready and I want to be available and I want to walk into my blessings, I have to sometimes be uncomfortable. I know that it's easy to be uncomfortable. I know it's easy to be comforted. And some of us don't want to be baby fed and spoon fed on this journey, but I'm here to tell you that it's not easy when you're trying to go get yours, when you're trying to go after what's mine, MINE. And what is for you, excuse me, what is for you will be for you. I need everybody to receive that. So you have to begin to realize that we're fighting the old mind, MIND, to get what's mine, MINE. So we have to be able to recognize what are the old things, what are the things that I need to put away. Because when I was a child, I thought like a child and I did things like a child. You have to realize that we have to mature on this journey called grace. And if we want to be able to be ready with the expectation and the calls and the purpose that are on our lives, and we want all these blessings, some of us, if we got these blessings right now and the harvest came to us right now, we wouldn't be ready to receive that. So we have to be honest with ourselves in this season and realize, what are the things that I need to put away? What are the things that need to be completely gone in my life? What do I need to rid myself of this season? You can do this. You know, the greatest person that you're going to rumble with, again, is going to be yourself. We can be our worst enemy. And I need for everybody to take accountability tonight. That small little seed can become so large to where those thoughts then become actual reality in our lives, okay? So what you begin to think starts to attract yourself. So if you're thinking old, how are you going to receive new if you're always constantly thinking old? Or if you think you don't deserve it. I need people in 2018 to start thinking with a renewal of your mind and a transformation, okay? And you have to be able to do that work. So again, remember, one of my favorite things to say is that it's at the brink of insanity, okay? Is doing the same thing but expecting different results, okay? Listen, fighting the old mind to get what's mine. We can't do the same old thing. We got to challenge ourselves out here. We got to do it different, okay? Again, this is Monday Motivation. Let's turn up. Let's get ready to rumble. Let's get out here and do what we have to do to get what belongs to you. I want everybody to walk in their victory, and I want everybody to walk in their manifestation of their greater selves. I believe in you. This is not just mumbo jumbo that I'm talking. I am truly, truly about inspiration out there and encouraging people and enlightening people to get to a better version of yourself. Your greater self is waiting for you. So stop fighting your mind, M-I-N-D, and let's get out here and get what belongs to you. Let's go after what's mine, M-I-N-E, all right? So God bless you all. Lady in a Rev, remember, if you need support and prayer, I am here for you always and all day. This is private. Again, this is not about public shout outs for Facebook and social media likes. I do this from the bottom of my heart. So God bless you. All right.